everyone, we're here to continue NEKOPARA Volume 1. As you may see, I went a bit crazy in here, but it's totally cool. Because this game... Yes. No, I think it's really possible. Shigeru, the first guest of the morning, said that with a straight face like it was obvious and sipped her tea. Huh. But I've really heard that before. My cock told me that. To come think of it, I seem to remember seeing that before. I hadn't ever seen them doing stuff in the house. Not being a female, there was no way for Shigeru to do that with them. But Vanilla told me they'd get sick from being in heat. Right, Vanilla? So... did Shigeru just like make sure that she's brother is going to get laid? Probably. So you're the one who told them? You can't just more importantly your way around this, you worthless little sister. Well, she got you laid! Okay, you need to go to a hospital, to a mental station, because you are fucked up. She doesn't seem to regret anything because she's a psychopath. Well, I wasn't that angry at her anyway, I got laid. It seemed as Shigeru was able to see through a lot of aspects of me because I'm a man. Mainly my shame, embarrassment, resentments in particular. Don't be dumb! As Shigeru sucked my lips, I flicked her on the forehead. I've got my dose of incest things with my little cat girls, which I thought, like, thinking that they are like my daughters, so I don't need to actually be incest today. Don't say that and make it sound like we've kissed before. Shigeru put her hands on her hips and puffed out her cheeks. It was really hard to get her jokes. Sometimes, as her older brother, I wondered if it's really safe for her to go outside on her own. Even more so because she is a heck of a cute little sister. I was wondering, is there like cat boys? Because doesn't it seem weird that there is only cat girls but no cat boys at all? You know? If you would have a cat boy, he would keep screwing around. You don't need to sling on your brother. They were able to get their bells by doing it with Nii-sama. Yeah, fuck them hard. The two cat girls combed each other's hair, still half asleep. Shigeru gazed at them as if they were her very own lovely children. Mothers don't go like, oh, I'm so happy you fucked my children. Ah, they have experienced love now. So, she is not gazing them as her own children. Fact. Well, it's in its own way. She giggled as she could see exactly how truly I felt. I did have a bit of uncalled for bride just because I was a little older than her.
私も女ですから。兄様の寵愛を受け入れることなど、それはたやすきことです。
This game is straight up incest! Come on now, I couldn't do such things to my little sister. You're always saying silly stuff like that.
いつまでも子供扱いして。
Because you are. I rubbed Shigeru's head, messing up her hair. She grimaced and scolded.
俺は本気ですからね。兄様のためでしたら何でもするのですから。
Yeah, I get it. Thanks. Take this and that too.
もう兄様、くしゃくしゃしちゃダメですってば。
She fixed her hair by patting it down. Yep, she was the same old cute little sister.
兄様の雰囲気がとても優しくなりました。やはり家を出てよかったのでしょうね。しぐれは少しだけ寂しく思いますが。
With a slightly lower tone in her voice, she smiled a somewhat sad and troubled smile. I've caused a lot of problems for you in the past. When I was unable to get along with Dad. When I'd practice my baking in secret. When I left without saying anything. Even after she had realized, she pretended she didn't. She even secretly helped box up chocolate and vanilla too. It's hard to imagine that Shigeru is my little sister given how bright she is. Because I'm a dumbass. I'll take good care of chocolate and vanilla so you don't need to worry. Come over whenever you want. I rested my hand on Shigeru's cheek, filling it with my feelings of appreciation.
はい、ありがとうございます。兄様。
Shigeru responded with a soft smile and by leaning her cheek against my hand. I could feel the softness and affection of my small little sister passing through the palm of my hand as warmth.
ご主人様、お仕事の準備バッチリできました。戦闘準備完璧。寝癖一つなし。
Cowlick? Oh, roger that. Sorry, Shigeru, I need to do a little bit of preparation to open the saw.
いえいえ、朝から押しかけてしまったのは私の方ですから、今日も一日頑張ってくださいね、兄様。
Yep, you can just take it easy.
ショコラも行ってきます。また後でね、しぐれちゃん。私も労働してくる。しぐれ、また後で。はい、行ってらっしゃいませ。
Meow. Oh dear.
これでいろいろと丸く収まったかな。
After being sure everyone had gone down to the bakery to work, Shigeru sat on the living room sofa and muttered to herself.
それにしてもショコラとバニラが兄様の恋猫か。娘に思い人を取られてしまった気分ね。
Those cat girls who were once just little babies are already my fuck buddies. Knowing that she had done it herself, she couldn't help but let an ironic laugh.
叶わない思いなど諦めて、そろそろ兄離れをしないといけないのかもね。
As if to ask her yearning heart for the impossible, as if to confess to the person she loved, who was just nearby, she whispered it out once more. At least instead of me, I can entrust my feelings to those cat girls instead of a girl I don't know. I'm okay with always staying by his side and as his little sister. Breathing deeply to calm her prickling pained heart, she closed her eyes and leaned back on the sofa.
じゃあまずは兄様のお洗濯物でも片付けてあげることにしましょうか。
She leapt up off the sofa, giving both her cheeks a quick slap. Ah! And looked out the window. And jumped out of the window. Goodbye, world. I cannot screw with my big brother.
Nisama's choice in underwear hasn't changed at all.
こ ゴミの用途はよく言ったものだと思う。ね、ご主人。
Yeah, I guess.
何ですか？そんな青い顔して。顔がさつまいもみたいな色。
Well, I'm kind of pale. Sorry. Really? I guess it must be.
いつもならさつまいもは青くねえよとか突っ込んでくれるのに。今のご主人はノリが悪い。一言で言うと。
No, it's not that I'm being cold, okay? We were near the peak of Hyakkeinjima Sea Paradise main attraction, Blue Falling. All around us was sky, sky and more sky. The safety and security of Earth was far, far away. Dare to experience the nation's highest free fall at 707 meters, they say. And when they do, they're not kidding. Forced to get on this ride because of their whining. I was now facing the most extreme threat to my life ever. Actually, how can you two be so calm?
なんで高いと無理なんです？気持ちいいじゃないですか。猫は高いところに登ると比例してテンション上がる。まさに今の私たちのテンションは地上107メートル。
Isn't that just because you guys like high places? I wasn't even able to say only fools and smoke like high places. I could only quiver as I was overtaken by more fear the higher we climbed. Then that merciless sound coming from the motor that seemed to go on forever suddenly stopped.
3, 2, 1. Bye bye.
How can you see it? He's behind you. I think they are sadists. Aww. No, it's just a bit embarrassing being this old and do this. Actually, we went to Linnanmäki, which is a amusement park in Finland, in the capital city of Helsinki. And they are these pony rides that the pony goes like this on the little road. And we went there with 3 people like me, Rudolf, and our friend who is male and old as well. And it was so stupid, but they insisted. The guys insisted to go on a pony ride, so we did that. I know how he feels. I was like, there are little kids around me. That was the best line in this game. It's just a ride, calm down, it won't kill you. Hold on, there's an emergency exit over there. Hold on until then. That was an irk just now. Don't give up. Hey, Vanilla. Wait, let me rest really seriously. Lightheaded, I sat on the bench feeling groggy. To think amusement parks could pack this much punch.
そうだそうだ。せっかくお店休みにして遊びに来たのに。
I know, I get it. Just give me a second.
しょうがないですにゃ。でもショコラは理解のある恋猫なので許してあげます。別に私はショコラだけでもいいけど、ご主人を待ってあげる。もうバニラは素直じゃないんだから。今朝だって一緒に一生懸命おめかししてたくせにくぬくな。違う、新しい服は初めてだから。
Vanilla wasn't pleased with her cheek being poked. Well, that's just what she's saying. Her tail was sticking straight up all the time at home, though. According to what Chocola said, she had to be really careful not to do that while we're out today, otherwise her tail would lift up the back of her skirt. That's not the sort of thing we humans would ever have to worry about, though. Those clothes look good on both of you.
遊園地に連れて行ってくれるって言ったらしぐれちゃんがプレゼントしてくれたのです。これ私もすごくお気に入りだから褒めてもらえるとちょっとだけ嬉しい。
She spun around and showed me her back. The white clothes sparkled in the sunshine. It was very cute, and seeing them all dressed up made the day even more special. Not that Vanilla would ever admit she felt that way. Yeah, they look good. I said it one more time.
ご主人様にも可愛いって言ってもらえて嬉しいにゃ。
Oh, that was ice cold.
ね、バニラも嬉しいでしょ。まあ、それなりには。いやー、照れちゃってほっぺツンツン。
The two fluttered about as they teased each other. Seeing how happy Chocola and Vanilla were made me glad I took the day off, even if it was inconvenient.
でもお店忙しいのにお休みなんていいんですか？ご主人最近疲れてると思うけど。
That's right, I've been a bit tired lately, so we've come here for a bit of fun. You guys don't need to worry about anything. You just go be catgirls and enjoy yourselves. The two of them looked into my eyes worriedly, so I messed with their hair.
ご主人様、わしゃわしゃしちゃダメですってば。せっかくセットしたのにポーバーちゃう。ママ見て、百景島の猫ちゃんだ。かわいい。ねえねえお兄さん、写真撮ってもいいですか？
Oh, no, these aren't Hyakkeimijima's cat girls.
すいません、うちの娘が大変失礼を。ほらダメでしょ。この猫ちゃんたちは遊園地の猫ちゃんじゃないのよ。いいよ、写真撮ろう。せっかくだし一緒に撮ろっか。でもさっきご主人にくしゃくしゃされたからちょっと鏡みたいの。いいんですか？でも。
The hesitant mother looked over towards me. I don't mind at all. They say they want to, too.
可愛いって言ってくれたし、写真くらいなんでもないです。しぐれにも記念写メ送らないと。ご主人も携帯で撮って。
So that's how it is. Could I have you take a picture for us too?
そういうことでしたらお言葉に甘えさせていただいて。はい、ありがとう猫ちゃんたち。じゃあママの電話貸して、いっぱい撮ってもらう。ほら、もっとこっち寄らないと一緒に写らないよ。おいでおいで。じゃあ私は抱っこサービスしてあげちゃう。猫は意外に力持ち。お、いいねいいね。じゃあどんどん撮っちゃう。はい、チーズ。じゃあ次は私が撮ってあげちゃうね。
What an unexpected scene. For me, Chocola and Vanilla were still like children, but I supposed even catgirls might have maternal instincts like human women do. It was adorable seeing them playing with a child. They're acting more big sister-like than usual.
ご主人もちゃんと撮って、今日のメモリー。そうですよ。今日はショコラたちにとって記念すべき日なんですから。
Yeah, yeah, say cheese.
なんかすごい適当感。撮るときにもっと愛を込めてほしいです。そういうやっつけよくない。めっちゃよくない。被写体の気持ちを考えないといい写真は撮れないと聞き及ぶ。
I'm taking more. Smile, smile.
ご主人様、もっと愛が欲しいのです。ご主人は女心が全く分かってない。私たちは誠に遺憾。
Their pouty faces were so cute that I kept provoking them intentionally. How wonderfully sweet this moment was. I must be in pretty good spirits myself if I was thinking that.
猫ちゃんたちのすねた顔もかわいい。にゃ、こんなところ取っちゃダメにゃってば。なんという油断。猫肖像権に抵触にゃ。かわいいから大丈夫だよ。ほら、チーズチーズ。だから今はダメにゃって言ってるのに。必殺猫スマイル。かわいい。目線こっちで。大事なデートの時間をお邪魔しちゃってすみません。どうもありがとうございました。では。バイバイ猫ちゃんたち、ありがとう。にゃー、楽しかったにゃー。多少の恥ずかしめも受けたけど、まあ結果オーライ。小さな子ってやっぱり可愛いよね。子供の無邪気さには猫でも勝てない。
So, this does look like a date after all. I thought about that again and as I texted the photo to Shigure. Of course, there was no doubt that this was a date. No, if I say it like that, it sounds like kind of negative. Yeah, if I were to say it flat out, thinking about how others might view this makes me feel like a bit bashful. Well, I'm aware that it's a bit weird for me to be thinking about how wonderful things are.
にゃんにゃん、ご主人様、ニヤニヤしてないで次行きましょう。次。
Huh? Am I grinning?
もうニマニマしてた。なんていうか、リリス顔。エロっぽい感じでもあった気もする。
Lewd? It's not like that at all.
そんな照れなくてもいいんじゃないですか。
That face of vanilla.
ご主人がエロいことなんて知ってるし。
You two are plenty perverted yourselves, you know.
そうですにゃ。否定はできないですにゃ。ペットは主人に似るって言うから。
With full smiles, two of them wrapped themselves around my arms. I couldn't escape it even if I had tried, so catgirls change as they grow up too. I tried to hide the face I was making as I thought that, but if I stopped thinking about it, it'd come back again.
友同士でいいんじゃないですか。じゃあ次はちょっとゆったりしたのにしましょうか。まだまだお昼過ぎ。時間もあることだしね。今日は疲れたなんて言わせない。
Then you guys don't get to either. I set aside this day just for you guys after all.
いやー、ご主人様頼もしい。強気なご主人だにゃ。レッツゴーゴー。
My spirits were just as high as theirs, with each one wrapped around an arm. The three of us headed deeper into the amusement park.
うわー、おっきい。水槽めっちゃおっきい。すごい。海底トンネル。頭の上に魚。あっち見てバニラ。白イルカちゃんだ。白イルカちゃんがいるよ。本当に白い。まるで燃え尽きたように真っ白。本当に私の毛並みと一緒。超かわいい。本当にぬいぐるみと同じ。そこら感動です。
Hey, if you two don't watch where you're going, you'll
こっ
trip.
ちにはジンベエザメがいるよ。すっごい大きい。ジンベエ超でっかい。こんなでっかい生き物見たことない。下についてるのはきっと社員たち。でもご主人が買ってくれたぬいぐるみには社員がいない。
My warnings went completely ignored as their gleaming eyes looked around the aquarium. Shining rays of sun beamed down from directly overhead, making a mystical sheen spread throughout the surrounding scenery. It was promoted as a walk in the sea, and that's what it really was. It really was like we were walking right through the middle of the sea. Let's see, the information sign says it's a green chromis. You don't really need to remember that. I thought, smiling as I watched over the two overjoyed cat girls. Yeah, it's because you two worked hard and got your bells. What good girls. The gold and silver bells jingled almost as if in response. Who knew they'd be this happy? I should have taken them here sooner. With how busy the store was, this really wasn't the best timing. But I didn't have many other choices. Yeah, it's quite a view. I need to work hard for chocolate vanilla's sake from now on too, though. No, rather, I want to work hard for them. I honestly felt that. Unity! Don't blurt out cat-like things like that, okay? They are still cats after all. I wiped their mouths with a tissue as I thought that. I'll bring you here again soon. That way you don't think of doing anything dangerous either. I gave Vanilla a light pop on her daydreaming cheeks. You're not serious about that, right? Right? Okay, I'll wait here then. Nah, no rush. I took their things and watched them head off. The restroom looked pretty busy just now. I wonder if they're waiting on a bench somewhere. I looked around, searching the benches. She was holding some balloons decorated with drawings of Hyakkei-jima in her hand. She had Hyakkei-jima's logo printed on her uniform shirt. She pointed at the stuffed animals I was holding onto for Vanilla and Chocolate. Oh, these aren't mine. They belong to my cat girls. With an inviting smile, much suiting as an amusement park staffer, she bowed her head slightly. They're like girlfriends. Well, I guess they are. Well, it's kinda new for me. I cringed. She'd hit the nail on the head. I felt I should be more straight up about it. but I really can't just stop being bashful about it
あんな
overnight.
に懐いててちゃんと鈴も取らせてあげて立派な飼い主さんいえ素敵な彼氏さんですね
That'd be nice if I could live up to that. I think it's more the fact that they are such a good cat girls.
大丈夫ですよ心配しなくてもあんなに慕われてるんですからもっと自信持っていいと思いますよ実は私も家で猫飼ってるんですこれがまた全然言うこと聞かないんですけどね
She gave a troubled smile as she tilted her head. Her smile showed how much she cared for her
だ
cat
から
girl.
親近感が湧いて思わず声かけちゃいました本当は来園者に一つなんですけどサービスで風船2個あげちゃいますねぜひ猫ちゃんたちにあげてください
I grabbed the balloon strings as she offered them to me. Thank you very much. I'm sure they love
はい
them.
喜ばせてあげてくださいじゃあ私はこれで失礼しますね
They really are cat companions, huh? I said it again. It felt a bit surprising this time, though, but I needed to be more open about it. That way, the next time something like this happens, I can answer proudly. This is probably one of those things Shigeru always refers to when she says that I should puff out my cheeks. Just, well, I can't really change the way I am, huh? Huh?
にゃーほんの少しトイレに行ってただけなのにもう他の女の人と仲良くしてるにゃんて男の人は浮気はオスの本能だって開き直るらしいバニラ悲しいショコラは悲しいよショコラにはバニラがついてるから泣かないのよしよし帰ったらご主人のパンツに練りわさびと練りからし塗っておくね
Oh my god!
でもそれでご主人様の男の子が立たなくなっちゃったらショコラも困るしでも浮気は恋猫として厳罰を持って怒らないと都合のいい猫になっちゃダメってテレビでやってたショコラにはそんなことできないよ所詮ショコラは都合のいい猫がお似合いなのね
Oh, you two are such a pain to deal with sometimes. Talking about crazy things from such an obvious misunderstanding and everything. Even going as far to say they were going to booby-trap my underwear now. Vanilla thinks up some really nasty stuff. Anyways, I better clean up this misunderstanding first, I said to myself I headed over towards Chisaleya, who was still crying into her hands.
No, it's a Hakejima balloon. A whale shark. There is a whale shark drawn onto it.
Hey Chocolate Vanilla, the bath's ready. Hey Chocolate Vanilla! I guess they were playing all day after all. I looked at their sleeping faces while they snored away on the sofa. I haven't had much time for them up until now, huh? I knew that they were more attached to me than Shigeru, but for the past few months I'd been getting ready to move. I was so focused on myself that I didn't have time to play with them. I'm really surprised that things have gone this far. When I first took them home, I had never imagined any of this happening. Owning my own shop one day and having these two follow after me, and then having ended up on this sort of relationship with them, but thanks to them, every day is fun. I placed my hand gently on their precious cheeks.
ごめんなさいついうとうとしちゃって仕込み終わっ
I finished all the preparations for tomorrow. It's fine, just go back to sleep. I patted the heads of my two sleepy cat girls. I sat them back down on the sofa as they tried to get
今日
up.
は本当に楽しかったですショコラたちの行きたいって言ってたところ覚えててくれて嬉しかったです初めての遊園地も水族館もすごく楽しかったみんなでいっぱい写真も撮ったし
With a kind and gentle smile, they lowered their gazes as savoring their
ありが
bliss.
とうございますご主人様大好きです私も感謝の気持ち
Chocola and Vanilla laid their heads on my shoulders, after touching my cheeks with their soft lips. I had a lot of fun too, thanks. I gave them of the kiss on the forehead.
本当に大好きです。ご主人様のことこうしてもらってるだけですごくドキドキして胸が温かくなって、わかる。すごく胸がドキドキして、体がもじもじする。
I was pressed between two sets of sultry eyes. I'm not so obviously that I didn't know what they were getting at. Still in heat, huh? They both shook their heads silently.
今は発情期は関係ないです。ご主人様が好きで、好きだからエッチしたいって思うんです。
That was straightforward.
そのテストで人は恥じらいを持たなくちゃダメって教えてもらいましたけど、これってダメなことですか？
チョコラ。
発情期の時は体が無理やりエッチな感じになるけど、今は心が体をエッチにしてる感じ。好きな人とのデートなら最後はエッチするって聞いた。ご主人は私たちのこと好きでしょ？
Vanilla, she spoke smoothly as lured me in with her soft central gaze. Do you really think you even need to ask at this point? I love you both of you. Onto their small thin lips, I placed a lover's kiss.
ご主人様らしいですね。素直じゃないくせにキザだから。
They both embraced me tidily in satisfaction.
じゃあ今日はショコラたちにさせてくださいね。今日のお返しいっぱいしてあげる。
Woo! Yeah, both of Vanilla were really cute. They're there. Mostly talking in their sleep, they purred and rubbed their cheeks against me. I also drifted off into slumber and continued to pet them gently on their head. Well, we'll take a bath together tomorrow when we wake up. I'll wash your hair and bodies and clean you both up. Yeah, of course, I'll brush it too. As mumbles spilled from their lips, their voices trailed off, making it sound like they were talking in their sleep. I gently embraced both of their heads, whispering into their ears with all my heart. Let's do our best together, the three of us. Yeah, we'll have fun and we'll be so happy. I made that promise to my beloved cat companions. At some point I melted into this blissful moment and drifted off to sleep. We'll end this episode in here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of the love and support, and I will see you on the next episode.
過労ですね。ひとまず安静にして体を休めないと。